Meeting in Clarence, having a cold one at the local brewery, set the pace for our trip, or so we thought. After paying our dues at Glenryn and Rust Camp in Golden Gate, we pitched camp, and then we were just in time to catch the golden sunlight on Brandwag Rock. While setting up the camera, we had another cold one, creating the right mood for the moment. Far into dusk, we rode back to the camp. The dramatic sandstone cliffs formed the perfect backdrop for our crackling campfire. I brought excellent wors from Bloemfontein, but forgot the bread rolls. Right, we're packed up, camp packed away. We are close to departing here from Golden Gate. And I'm looking forward to this day because we're going to do our first pass, the Monansa Pass. And that pass apparently has a very steep grading with some loose gravel. I feel the butterflies already. Not finding the sneaky turnoff, we rode all the way through Putarichaba only to find the Monansa border post closed due to COVID. We wasted at least an hour. We asked the locals for a shortcut to Golden Gate, and that is where the fun started.
Mooi man!
What a morning! Monansa Pass was closed, so we had to take a back route over the mountains to Clarence. We had everything so far, from steep angles, steep inclines, a bit of sand, a bit of mud. I put the bike down very roughly, but we recovered, and we did a very daring incline with a lot of action. Tinus, what was your impression?
Yeah, this last climb, hill climb, was on the edge. For me even. Definitely on the edge. Edge moment. It was a good feeling when it was over.
Yeah, it was a good feeling.
I think that sums it up for me.
Riding through Golden Gate again, we followed the planned route from Fourisburg to Vicksburg, to Peka Bridge, on gravel along the border to Lady Brand. We filled up and followed the gravel from Maseru border post to Don Don River Mill Lodge. Good morning. This is Tuesday, the second day of our real trip around Lesotho. And last night we were just very tired at the close of day. So we stopped here at Don Don guest farm next to the Caledon River, and we organized a sleepover. So we had a good night's rest, a good shower, and now we're ready for the second day from Hobhouse to Lady Grey. Maybe the Joubert Pass, and do some trout fishing, some birding, and see what the rest of the day will bring. We're gonna take it a bit slower today. Yesterday was a hard day. Time to take some evidence from the road here in the southern Free State on our way to Zastron. We departed from Don Don and followed the R26 to Zastron, where we had a proper breakfast before crossing the Orange River on our way to Sterkspruit. In Zastron, we stilled the gnawing hunger with a solid breakfast, then crossed the Orange River, rode through Sterkspruit without incident, and with a sigh of relief took the road to the quaint little town of Lady Grey. Over a cold beer on the stoep of the Lady Grey Hotel, we discussed the Joubert Pass and what can be expected. We booked into the self-catering apartment of the hotel, unpacked, had another beer, rested for a while, and then started on the 60-kilometer pass. The first 15 kilometers was ascent and descent. The pass is actually in a good condition, with a few challenging patches. The previous rains that fell eroded the tracks on the steep inclines. These were filled with rocks, which made it challenging to ride. This caused an excellent spike in adrenaline levels and challenged my fitness and concentration. Tinus continuously motivated and gave excellent advice. Reaching the top of Joubert Pass, was a first-class achievement for a rookie like me. We must also get some good footage of the cameraman, because every time he has to set up and then sprint to be in the picture. The downhill part of the pass was in the same condition as the uphill part. It took concentration and decisiveness. Once at the bottom of the pass, the track meandered across a rolling landscape. This was easy riding with a few water crossings. In rainy conditions, this road will be a nightmare with long stretches of clay and mud. We joined the main road linking Lady Grey and Berkeley East about 30 kilometers southeast of Lady Grey. We stopped on the Karringmelkspruit Bridge to have a look at the tunnel and the reverses of the railway line. Riding back to Lady Grey, we used the glorious sunset to capture the end of a perfect day. Last light of this day, we're 27 kilometers out of Lady Grey. The morning of day 3, we're on our way to Berkeley East from Lady Grey. It is now about 6:30. It's quite pleasant to ride, very cool and quiet. Arriving in Berkeley East, we filled up with fuel, because no fuel's available in Rhodes, our next stop. We dropped in at the Berkeley East Hotel for a scrumptious breakfast before negotiating the dirt road from Berkeley East to Rhodes. On our way between Berkeley and Rhodes, we stopped to make a photo with the gorge as a background. The Tenere just sounded like we were on an adventure. The GS sounded subdued and complacent, purring with satisfaction. We arrived in Rhodes at about midday. The romantic little town immediately stole our hearts with its charm of a time gone by. We rested the afternoon, experiencing the slow pace of life in Rhodes. The beers were cold and the food excellent, and we were content. That evening, Tinus and I had a very informative discussion on the characteristics of whiskey. The sun is setting on day 3 on the road. We are here in Rhodes, sitting on the porch, having a cup of coffee, and there is a threat of rain for tomorrow and for tonight. So we hope that the rain won't be so much that it makes the road slippery and unrideable. And so actually we're praying for the best. And here comes Tinus, the photographer for the trip. He just chased the light around town to get the best picture of Rhodes at sundown. Thursday morning, 5th day on the road in Rhodes. We have packed and we're just waiting for breakfast. Then we will depart for Nadeersnack Pass, the Pitseng Pass, and then up to Underberg. The weather forecast shows that there will be rain from 10 o'clock. So we have a little window to get over the passes before it becomes very difficult. And then on it will be on tar as far as we can go. So that's the prospects for the day. We departed from Rhodes just before 8 o'clock. The threat of rain dispersed as the sun rose higher. The Nodeesnek Pass lies dauntingly in front of us. What will the day bring? Three-quarters up Nodeesnek Pass. We're about 2 or 3 kilometers before the summit. Nodeesnek Pass has been conquered. The pass is in excellent riding condition and we enjoyed the ascent thoroughly. At 2,590 meters, it is the third highest in South Africa and is part of the Bend 10 Challenge. In rainy conditions, this will be another ball game. We enjoyed the moment at the summit thoroughly before descending to Mount Frere. After we exited the pass, the road was very tricky with loose gravel on hard-packed surface. Many blind corners with some heavy vehicles riding like a bat out of hell. Crossing the Lucy River at a picturesque waterfall near Belgrave, we stretched legs and took some pictures. The Pitseng was very pretty and enjoyable to ride, but not much of a pass. We turned off to join the R56 to Mount Fletcher and rode on a paved surface to Matatiele. Outside Matatiele, we turned off on a glorious dirt road, allowing comfortable riding at 100 km per hour to Swartberg. And from there, we joined the paved road via Kingscote Pass to Underberg. "10 kilometers before Underberg, and this is the view of the majestic Drakensberg. Our onboard ornithologist is busy confirming his sightings on his app, and one of the things that he ticked off was the bearded vulture that we saw on top of Nodeesnek Pass. And that was one of his goals for this trip. So I'm glad that he can tick that off.
This one. Got it. Tick. Lifer. Yay!
And now we're sitting at Underberg Country Club. The beers are cold. And we're waiting for the touch rugby of the local young people that will start soon. The 5th day on the road, Friday, and we're getting ready to tackle the second last day of this trip from Underberg to Bethlehem. The weather has moved in, there's a strong wind blowing, the temperature has dropped, and we're contemplating the route now. And we're going to take the shortcut, the dirt road, up to Nottingham Road. On the road to Nottingham Hill Road, we have done about 35 kilometers now, and we still have to go about 45. Last morning, just got up, start getting things together, back on the motorcycle. We're leaving from Bethlehem, Bloemfontein. Tinus will be leaving to Pretoria, and then this trip is over. If you found this video entertaining, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Next time I will post a video sharing my analysis of this trip. Please stay tuned.